So today, I wasn't looking in the usual places. For some reason, I was looking at Facebook. That as if the universe knew where to take me to find this out. I'm like, okay, well, that's the thing. Maybe that's the idea. I've been looking in the wrong places. But I'm not deliberately trying to get Doctor Who, and yet it's finding me anyway. So this is probably the way to do it. Just ultimately, like, take a huge break from looking at YouTube because, there's too much doubt there. By the way, that's a Big Finish audio for anyone wondering. By the way, Happy New Year. It's weird because, it's currently the 31st of December for me. Oh, okay, cameo from my knee. Happy New Year, though. And that's another video edited. Woo! Wow, bet you haven't seen this shot enough. Instead of looking forward, I'm looking back, and I've realised just throughout the years, I've been on this planet 28 years, at least in this lifetime, bringing reincarnation in. But I have realised just how much I've received from the universe, and I'm just incredibly grateful, and I should really be focusing more on this instead of focusing on like visualisation, all these things that sound really cool, and I would love to have those things. There's a point where you kind of just have to realise, actually, me focusing on the stuff that I'm yet to have actually distracts me and pulls me away from the peace of just embracing everything that I've currently got. I mean, I've got achy bones apparently, but I've got a whole lot of things I can focus on. I mean, over the years, for instance, Doctor Who wise, imagine Doctor Who never came back. How would my life look? But, over the years, since, series 1 aired 2005, we're currently we've got to series 15. Do you know how spoiled I am on Doctor Who content? And even then, when I heard about Classic Who and stuff, I didn't know there was 26 seasons. For all I know, my good behaviour and stuff actually increased the amount of content back then. I don't know. It's like everything revolves around me, but you kind of have to realise the reality you're in is influenced by your way of thinking and your actions. So what, I've got 41 seasons of Doctor Who to just watch through for the rest of my life, and that's not all. Everything else is on its way and stuff for the rest of my life. And it's still not enough. And then I end up fixating on certain things because, apparently, according to the 3D, 97 episodes of Doctor Who, and that's excluding certain clips from recovered episodes, are missing. Well, it kind of sucks, really, but, I was so spoiled. I was just kind of feeling so much fear and things about but this stuff is not here yet. But I don't see the value in continuing my life if these things aren't here with me. And it's just so spoiled. I'm currently about to finish series 10 and get on to series 11, which, is probably a controversial series. Chibnall. In other news, the gym is closed for today and tomorrow because of New Year's. So guess what? We're going to have to bring out the home gym again. Heck yeah! Can't wait to have to spend 50 years setting everything up because, it's a house, not a gym. And I work around 5, and I work around 4 other people in the house. How dare you live here too? So we're going to finish series 10 with Twice Upon a Time, and then we begin the Chibnall era, the woman who fell to earth. I guess I'm sort of experimenting again with the fact of, instant gratification. It doesn't really lead to happiness and fulfillment, as I've demonstrated to myself many times. Scrolling through YouTube, wait, it didn't actually get what I'm trying to look for. What is the advantage of me relying on instant gratification? It's not an advantage, it's a weakness. So this is why I'm choosing delayed gratification, to stop accepting so many smaller rewards when I could just sort of be at peace with whatever, and then suddenly the bigger rewards turn up. I'm being built up mentally and physically to handle much more difficult things, and truthfully I don't know what the path will lead to. I've got a couple ideas of, like, you know, those Doctor Who missing episodes turning up, my soulmate turning up, but beyond that, like, maybe I go on tour around the UK or even in America and other places in the world of just singing and dancing, probably as a duo with my soulmate, but it's just all guesswork. It really is. I don't truly know what I'm doing. So how can I try to take control of the steering wheel when the universe is trying to drive me to where I need to be in order to be who I am? Patience, and align your actions with who you are, and even if the road ahead is quite tough mentally and physically, it'll be worth it. Behold, okay, behold, probably the last protein bars I'm ever going to own, because we're moving from the processed food. When we picture the future, we think of stuff like flying cars and, you know, stuff that is actually useful to us. Unfortunately, we live in an era in time where addictions just kind of thrive, where pretty much everyone has an addiction because people have gotten so good at manipulating people that I found myself relying on instant gratification, which is basically like, oh, let me scroll on YouTube, get a ton of stuff. I haven't done that today. I mean, I was singing karaoke and stuff, practicing, looking at the little videos at the side, and me quitting my addictions has really got me thinking and getting like downloads and stuff, and I've definitely changed my mindset. Like, I'm shifting as a person here. And the stuff, like, when we get introduced to addictions like junk food and things, we have no idea what kind of sacrifice we're making with it. Like, we're like having a deal with the universe or something like that, where, hey, if you sacrifice all of this, then you will get a little bit of immediate gratification. And honestly, like, with me leaving my addictions, I'm realizing like a lot of stuff is coming back into my life. Like, you know, I can think more clearly. I can build more muscle. I can just be happier in general without me having to rely on instant gratification. Before I had quit the addictions, I thought I was actually sacrificing more than I would gain. But turns out I've sacrificed like probably like 100 times what I am giving up with those addictions. And you will find that when you quit the addictions, you'll find that, yeah, like, why did I ever give all of this stuff up that's coming back to me now? I know, because people are just not very nice and trick people and, you know, manipulate people into giving them money. You know, it's just, it sucks, but, you know, there's a lot of addictions about where people manipulate people and just take advantage of the insecure and vulnerable people. But, you know, I don't know, maybe this stuff is here just to sort of build us up. If we can resist the addictions and stuff. For instance, I still live in this house. I'm going to be moving house very, very soon. And you'll see my vlogs on that. But, you know, I live in a house currently. There's so many bad habits here. There's like junk food everywhere, energy drinks. There's just basically every addiction under the sun is in this house. And oh my God, it's going to be great to move into that new house and just be done with junk food and stuff. And even like throwing out processed food. I think there's very likely only going to be the non-processed food, the healthy food in my house. But, you know, I don't know. We'll find out. It's a long life. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, voice. I've got a few fireworks for you there, but I am so tired. I'm supposed to I'm supposed to be in bed by now. And all I could get were a few shots. I know a really good spot for fireworks, but I'm not walking all the way there. I'm in my dressing gown. Look at me. Anyways, if you got this far, put lock in the comments. Also, if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.